Eastern PA Weather 30 meteorologist Bobby Martich here with your outlook for September 15th, 2017. We're going to end out the week with partly cloudy skies for the most part. We are going to have a call variably cloudy today because we're going to have sometimes where you have more clouds than sun. But we still have an upper level trough that's sitting over the region. So there's still an opportunity for a pop-up shower, mainly during the afternoon and early evening, and that's going to be kind of the heat of the day type stuff. And you really can't see any fronts here or any areas of low pressure. This is a trough that was formerly in association with Irma. Again, there's no surface features here, so you have to go up to the upper levels, and you can see we still have this upper level trough that's sitting now over New England today. So if you want to put a little L right there, but there's an extension, of course, and it's very flattened. So there will be an opportunity under the influence of that upper level low to have a spotty shower, and this will continue for the next couple of days, actually straight through the weekend. Largely dry through the weekend, but opportunity for a pop-up shower, again, diurnally driven, afternoon, early evening, and most areas will stay dry, but you have the opportunity for some areas to get a shower. Here's a look at Saturday, so you're still kind of lingering in over the area in the upper levels. Sunday, we still have another one to deal with, another piece of energy that's going to be over top. As again, this is the upper level, so it drives everything at the surface. So even though there's not a surface low, there's still the opportunity for a pop-up shower. Let's go over to the NAM high-res future simulated radar. I'm going to move this ahead here and go into Friday now. This is Friday, 2 p.m. Not really too much going on yet, but then you can see some very widely scattered pop-up showers here. Again, most areas will stay dry, but if you do get a shower, that's why. It's because of that upper level low influence, and then once we get past sunset, it dies off. So again, it's going to be diurnally driven both days, both Saturday and Friday, Saturday, actually all 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Probably lessening the chances as we go along here, though. So we're going to go ahead from this point. Again, the global model is not showing very much in the way of precipitation, mostly northwest of I-95. That's probably going to be the case today. As we get into Saturday, same thing. Not much here, okay? So don't expect much here on Saturday. This is probably a 20% chance or less, but I do have to mention it so you're not like, oh, well, you said it was going to be dry and it's not. Well, that's why. Getting into Sunday, pretty much same idea here. Now this down to our south is well, it's now tropical storm Jose, but it is expected to fluctuate between tropical storm and hurricane strength. It may re-strengthen again as it starts to make its turn and come up the coast here. But this, the models are starting to hone in on the idea that this will be offshore. It doesn't mean we'll get zero effects from it. I do expect rip currents along the beach points, especially anywhere from Sandy Hook down to Ocean City, Maryland is what we're concerned about, but it will be further than that. We'll have rip currents all up and down the coastline here, and also at this closest point that it gets to us here. Here's a look at Monday, and here we're going to get a Monday afternoon, evening, and here is Tuesday. I think Tuesday is the day it's closest to us. But this point, if you take this point from here to here, you're talking about 300 miles. Okay, that's to the center of circulation. But being how large this is, you can see some outer bands trying to make its way further westward. So it's going to be awfully close to the shore points. But this wouldn't be a big deal. It just means that you could have the opportunity for a shower. Maybe a little bit breezy, but not really too bad. Okay, so this is not a big deal. This should stay offshore and then continue up in this direction. But it will be close enough, we think, that people that are, if you have family up here by Boston, out by the Cape, especially Rhode Island, Eastern Connecticut, need to pay attention to this because it's going to be close enough to give them a little bit more of impacts that we're going to feel here. Okay, it just looks like it could come close enough to at least brush, and you can see that here. This gets right over Boston with one of these outer bands, so it could be some heavy rain there involved with that and some breezy conditions. Still uncertain with a track up there, so this is just something that a new kink in the models, if you want to call it that. Very, very close to the shore points here with one of those outer bands, but again, not a big deal in our area. And we will stay dry as we get into early next week, I think. I think Tuesday, though, you could have an increase in clouds, or just because it's, even those 300 miles off to the southeast, the low center, you'll still have an increase in clouds from that. Probably just cloudy across New Jersey, much in Jersey and Delaware, mostly cloudy in the interior. Again, that's going to be on Tuesday. And then we get beyond this point, this system's going to pull away. We're going to head to partly cloudy skies, partly to mostly sunny skies on Wednesday, and then Thursday's a mostly sunny day with high pressure settling over the region. So it will be warm over the next week, and it will also be muggy for at least through the weekend, but probably into at least early next week is going to be muggy yet. So if you're not a fan of the humidity, at least it's not 90s and the humidity. We're talking about close to 80 in the humidity, but the humidity will definitely be on the higher side as we head into early next week. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martich. That is your outlook for September 15th, 2017. Have a great Friday.